Hi, my name's Sam. Today I'll be showing you list comprehensions in Python. So as I said before, to make a list in Python, we have a variable assigned to these brackets which indicate a list, and then we can have elements in the list delineated or separated by commas. So these are integers, 1, 2, and 3, and then we have a string. How do we access elements in the list? We can print a 0. So Python has zero-based indexing. Indexing is just how you access elements in the list. So if we print a at element 0, we should expect to see 1. And we see 1 when we run the program. Awesome. What about, let's try a3. Awesome. Cool. Okay, sweet. So that's how indices are just little slices of the list. Sweet. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do something called looping. And looping is essentially how you can go across a list and access the data in a sequential sense. So let's say, we're going to show 4 loops in this video, but we're going to say for element, so this is something called enumerating. For index element in A, we're going to print index, and then we're going to have, or we're going to use so there's this thing called the f string, which basically allows you to instantiate variables in their string format, in a string format. So why that's helpful is we want to print this out and see what's actually going on with these variables, index and element that we're iterating across. Oh, I made a mistake. So you're going to have enumerate keyword here to say that you are going across indices and values. So index is going to be index, and that's how you instantiate the value within the string. So this is called f-string formatting. And then we're going to have a bracket to separate it in our string, and then we're going to have element, which we're going to name element. Sweet, and that's going to be awesome. And we're going to run this. And then as you can see, this is our result. And so what the beauty is here is that you're able to go across the elements and access both the index and the element at the same time. So you don't need an external counter. And that was the result. Cool. Now we're going to explore something called a list comprehension, just really quickly. So this is kind of a lot, but say we wanted to go through list A. What does the data in list A tell us? Let's go through the data in A and see the type of the data in A. So how would we do that? Let's say print type data. And when we run this now, we should see integer, 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 and maybe string. So we see class int, class int, class int, and class string. Sweet. So that's exactly what we wanted to see. And why that's important is because the way your data is defined is going to be important when you're trying to do operations on your data. So if you have an integer, you can do a numeric operation. If you have a string, you can do a string operation. Cool. So that's another way we can iterate across data in a list. We can also go like this for I in range, length A. And we're going to print I. We're going to do the same thing that we did before, but now we're going to do it in a different sense, where we can go to I, which will be the index. So this is, we're going across a range from 0 to the length of the list A, and then we can also have a element, and we can have A and then I. It's kind of funny because it's like AI. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and run that, and we should see the same result. Oops, I had a syntax error. Looks like we're getting an ad from the IDE now, which is fun. Let's skip that guy. Sorry, my face was in the way. Cool. So where's the syntax error? Oh, right here. We have an extra parenthesis. Cool. Now we'll try running this and see if we get the same result. We still have another syntax error, so my bad. I had 2 parentheses here. Colons, and cool. So we get the same result. Notice if we go upward, we get the same result. 0, 1, 2, 3 element 1, 2, 3. So there's multiple ways to get to the same end goal, which is cool to think about. Sweet. So let's go ahead and get rid of this for now. Sorry, I'm still playing with this IDE. I haven't had too much experience with it. Okay, never mind, that's not going to work. Okay, cool. That's not what I was thinking was going to happen there. So I'm still figuring out this stuff myself. Okay, I was going to see if there's a way we can comment it out. But a way you can do comments is like this. In Python. Oh, my bad. That's another programming language. So a comment could be like this. So to have a multi-line comment, you can just add that guy, and there you go. We got it commented out. Sweet. So now we're going to look at something really quick called list comprehension. So list comprehension is how you can do operations on a list. So let's say. So actually, this is going to be the chance where I pull out the AI tool for something that I don't know, is to write this list comprehension. So I want to write a list comprehension where we can get only the numeric values from a list in Python. And so essentially there's going to be some numeric method that allows us to go through each element and then create a new list. List comprehension, just a way of getting that data. Okay, cool. So this is, they give us a function, but we're just going to copy the actual list comprehension. And that's this. So we're going to have here B equals value for value in A. A is the name of our list. So we're going across all the values for each value in A, and then if it's an instant of a float or an integer, we're going to save it in B. And let's go to print B now, and we'll see what the result is. Sweet. So B extracted all of the numeric content from the list via a list comprehension. Why that's important is, what if you don't want to have special test cases where you're working with string data in your list? You want to maybe make a new list. Awesome. And this is one application of AI where we can explore programming and concepts like that more in depth. Today I was working with the BARD tool. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and stay positive, and appreciate you for sticking around.